I'm Doris Brinker from Dallas, Texas, and I'm 90 years old. I flew everything the U.S. Air Force had that had wings on it.
Bill Tanner, Union City, Tennessee. I served in World War II from August 1941 until December 45.
We've been married 68 years.
In 1937 at the University of Tennessee in Knoxville.
He was standing on the curb hitching a ride out to the ag school when I crossed the street because I lived in Henson Hall, and we had to cross the street right there where he was standing. And immediately, as soon as I saw him, I knew, well, now that's the man. I didn't know anything at all about him. I just knew he had on a good-looking blue sweater, and blue's my favorite color.
During the war, we kept in touch by writing, but that wasn't on a daily basis because I think we were both too busy to write. I remember when I first heard that she would join the W.A.S.P. Of course, I had never heard of the W.A.S.P. before, but it didn't bother me because I was so occupied and so busy trying to stay alive that she could have done anything she wanted to.
Always have.
That's right.
I was a W.A.S.P. during the war. W.A.S.P. stands for Women Airforce Service Pilots. And primarily, we were organized by Jacqueline Cochran and Hap Arnold to release a pilot for duty overseas, for combat duty. I had learned to fly when I was a senior in college at the University of Tennessee in Knoxville. And the reason I learned to fly was because I was taking a class, and there was a cute young boy sitting next to me in class, and he was learning to fly under the old CPT program. That was the Civilian Pilot Training Program. He was going to the airport every day, and he said, "Don't you want to ride out to the airport with me? I've got to take a flying lesson." And so I said, "Well, sure, I'll go." And so I went out there, and I found the airplane was much cuter than he was. So that was how I got into flying. I was stationed in Arizona. I was attached to the operations officer. Captain Loomis was their CO. And anything that came up that needed doing, we were reported for duty every morning, and we were there all day long, every day to do it. And that included if there was some inspector general who had come in to inspect, then we'd fly him on to his next duty. And we slow-timed engines. Back then, used to be true of automobiles, but it's not any longer. But you had to break in a new engine, and so we would fly them at a certain limitations for so long until they got broken in. We did a lot of slow timing. The girls at Camp Davis did a lot of tow targeting. Tow target, you would take your plane up, and then you would reel your target out behind you. It was a long sleeve, well, like this, only it was a lot bit larger. And artillery on the ground would shoot at that sleeve, trying to practice on the sleeve. They missed a lot and hit the plane sometimes, but we did a lot of tow target work. We did a lot of, one of my, I'll never ever forget. I was flying a UC-78, a little twin-engine plane, and one of my duties was to take 3 nurses from Douglas, Arizona, up to, I believe we were going to Phoenix or somewhere. And sometimes it gets pretty rough. The air will be kind of rough. And I got almost to Phoenix, and one of those nurses got sick all over me, the plane, the other nurses, everybody. I hadn't thought much of nurses since then, but she was sick. Oh, she was sick. That's my dog tag. These are the insignias that we wore on our uniform. That's the Congressional Gold Medal right there. And we just got that. The W.A.S.P were finally recognized and given this Congressional Gold Medal for our service, first time.